again. This maybe isn't the best night for stargazing, but there's some cloud cover. But I want to talk to you a little bit more about navigation. And sometimes it may be nighttime, and you need a little direction. And one thing that you can turn to if you look up to the skies is the stars. Stars are amazing things. That light from stars, they travel millions and billions of miles to get to us. Take the sun, for example. The sun, it takes light traveling at 186,000 miles per second. It takes that about 8 minutes to get here. So when we see the sun, we're seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. And take the next closest star other than our sun, Proxima Centauri. Takes about 4.2 years for that light to get here. So as we look out into space, really we're seeing back in time, because that light came a long time ago. So very interesting. And you know that Earth is, compared to the universe, very small. But one thing about the stars is that we can find our location. Sailors did this long ago. We go back to the time of the Underground Railroad, and slaves used the North Star as navigation. They used the Big Dipper. And so I want to show you that. I want to, probably can't show you this outside, but if we go inside and look at the computer, I've got some things I want to show you there. Some amazing things about stars and navigation. One of the first stars that we see right after the sun sets, it actually isn't a star. And what you're seeing here is actually Venus. If I put on the star label here and allow you to see that, that is Venus. And it orbits closer to the sun than Earth, so naturally you're going to find it closer to the sun. So a lot of times that first star that you see, it's not really a star, it's actually Venus. Right after sunset, and often right before sunrise, you can see Venus as well, depending on where it's at. Now I want to change directions here. If we could go a little bit more towards the north and look a little higher in the sky, and throughout the night, if we can increase this, the speed of this a little bit, and come towards night, one set of stars, one set of constellations that I want you to look for is right up here. And if you can see these, you probably recognize that. That is the Big Dipper, and it's part of Ursa Major. And one of the nice things about this program, I can also turn on the constellations, and you'll see another one that's maybe not as easy to spot. Okay, but the Big Dipper here, these two stars here, they point down at the end of the Little Dipper. And that Little Dipper, that is the North Star. And the nice thing about the North Star is that everything else will move throughout the night. And again, I can speed this up a little bit, and you'll see these things start to move. But what you'll notice is that the North Star is fixed. It's a constant. And that's really what we need for navigation. We need something that's not going to be moving. We need something that's fixed, that's constant, that continually guide us. And throughout the night, that is it. And that's what makes the North Star, if you can find that, locate that North Star, and again find the Big Dipper, and then the ends of the Big Dipper point down at that towards the Little Dipper, and the tail of that Little Dipper, that is the North Star. And you'll see these. Let me speed this up a little bit more, and you'll see how they rotate around this star right here throughout the night. Why is everything rotating around? Well, that's because the Earth is rotating around. So keep that in mind. As we spin, it gives the appearance of everything else. Motion is relative, and we talked about that. So sometimes at night, you may need a little guidance, and that's where you can look to the stars. So there you go. Guys, whenever you come to those times where you need a little bit of help, don't be afraid to look up, because sometimes you can get your help from there. I'll talk to you later.